are back in Snowdonia with Tom Tucker. Hi Tom.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good. A little cold.
Yep.
You know, good start to the morning.
Tom's Jeep, because we did part 1 back in March, but there's been quite a few extras since we last spoke about it. If you want to go into what you've done, what you've added.
Trying to think of what was on. I know the bumper was on. I think I had the snorkel done, and then the rooftop tent and all that was on. But the 270-degree awning's been thrown on now.
Yes. So you got that's Rhino.
Yeah, Rhino Rack is doing it
Rhino
now.
Rack.
They did a really solid job with it. It's kind of the first one that they've broken away from the Oz tent, even though I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the sidewall here is an Oz tent sidewall, and then the awning is actually the Rhino Rack awning. So the material still matches up and everything still works. So that's kind of cool.
And that's the one with the poles that you put up to support it afterwards.
Yeah. This one is, the poles all clip up into it, and everything stores in the bag on the side of your truck.
Oh, in the same bag at the top?
Yeah. So the old one, the Oz tent, was kind of what Guy is running on his Land Rover.
Yep.
The new one by Rhino Rack is everything folds up, packs away right into the side of the carry bag. They've made that PVC kind of anti-wet material cover.
So it's like a bit bigger.
It's just a bit fatter. Even your tent poles, everything pack into the side. It's a really nice setup, and when you're running a bit smaller of a rig with less storage, anything that you can store smarter is always better.
Yes,
so that's kind of what sold me on that purchase.
And that's a new design for this year?
That's done. I'm pretty sure that's new for this year from Rhino Rack.
Okay. We'll have to check that out, because we're in the market for an awning.
Definitely,
definitely
recommend it. Yeah, I think there's one dealer here in the UK that you can get it from too. I can give you the details later.
Yeah. We'll link it up as well.
Definitely
see that there's some massive tyres appeared.
Oh yeah. So
gotta talk about that.
This is a product of the month-long trip in July.
Yep.
I needed, or not needed, I guess, but really wanted to have a bit more clearance. Yeah, it's a truck, so you need, everything is a need. There's no wants in the 4x4 world.
And that's the BF Goodrich KM
2s. Yeah. The KM3 had just dropped when these came out, so I got a pretty hefty discount on the KM2s.
Yes. Of course,
looking back, I like the mud terrain. I love the look, but my old KO2s definitely wore a lot less.
The all-terrain.
Yeah, they were just. This is a bit more of a softer composite.
It's a nice tire.
It's good for the off-road, but it's not. It wears down a lot noticeably quicker than the KO2.
It does.
And it does take damage a bit quicker than the KO2.
That's
I think the
interesting.
KO2 is a bit of a tougher composite.
And it's is it 35?
Yeah, true 35, shipped in from the States. Yep, 35, 12 and a half by 70. And then are on 17-inch wheels, sorry.
Are they the same rims you had before?
Yes. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm running an 1.5-inch spacer to stuff those 35s under on there.
I'll just stick them out a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just because those wheels...
Did you have some rubbing?
Don't have the back spacing to support that fat of a tire.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the end goal was black Rhino wheels.
Yes.
They were supposed to do kind of a bit of a hookup for me kind of thing. But they're having some issues making the wheels, and now I've partnered with another company who's looking to do some hutches and beadlocks for me.
Okay.
So that's going to be really cool. So
those might be changing.
Those will be on in the next month. The hutches and beadlock wheels will be on.
I'll have to do part 3 then.
Yeah, they're... actually, yeah, because the whole interior of the Jeep will be changed.
Yeah.
About a month and a half from now. I'm working with a really awesome company. They're called Paranoid here in the UK. Yeah,
I've heard of them. Yeah.
We're designing a complete drawer system and sleeping platform for the back of the Jeep.
So you're gonna be able to sleep in the Jeep.
Yeah, if I need to, I'd be able to sleep in the Jeep, and then also it'll be flat on top. So when I load fridges and all my stuff, all the tie-down points are in, but I can cover them if I'm not using them, so that it's flat. If you have a dog or something like that, you don't have to worry about their paws. It's a really good setup. You don't lose any space that's already used for storage in the Jeep. There's always ways to access it.
Yep.
And then the drawers are super sturdy. You could stand on them, kind of thing. So
I'll be really keen to see that.
Well, looking really forward to doing that, because the rear seats have already been removed because we've 3D scanned and we're doing up the cab for the design now. So
right. Cool.
It'll be a completely different interior in the next month and a half or something on the Jeep. It'd be really good to have all the organization.
Yeah, so I've definitely noticed this has happened.
Yeah, so AEV, a guy down at, Alex down at Buzz Racing here in the UK, did a bang up job. The lift's done from AEV, it's 4.5 inch lift.
4-inch lift, right?
Yeah, AEV did the rear bumper as well.
That's quite a lift.
Yeah. And well, I'm running a fair amount of weight, especially once the drawers are in, with the 10 on top, and the stuff I load. I figure I'll go up 4.5 inch springs, and then if the weight's a bit much and they do sag, I've still got 3.5 inches of lift kind of thing.
Perfect.
And that leaves tons of room for articulation. I did swap out the sway bars now. Are still manual, but they're JKS, so they're just pull pin.
So you can just whip out pins.
I can pull off the side of the road,
sway
pull
bar
2 pins, and I can take the whole sway bar out.
And then stuff gets really flexy.
Yeah, it's really nice. Makes it way more bearable on the trail, and everything's just a bit smoother, especially for those tight bits like we did at Splashy Lane last time we were out here in the snow kind of thing. CB got loaded.
Yep.
The aerial's temporary. I'm looking for, I've been told the ceramic ones give you a better plane and you'll get more reception kind of thing. So once I can find one, I'll load that.
You have to link me up with that as well.
Yeah, I had a fire stick, but in the Pyrenees, obviously it's about this tall, but it's stiff.
Yep.
And I smacked it enough times that the whole mount just sheared, and then the stick kind of went over a cliff.
Can't be having that.
Yep, it's gone forever. I was like, well, that's a 3,000 foot drop. That's gone. But yeah,
you touched on your rear bumper as well.
Yes. Yeah. So AEV did the rear bumper as well.
Yep.
It's got water storage built in, and then it's a swing out tire carrier as well. And that had to happen because with the new 35s, I don't want to put the weight on the tailgate.
So you put it to the side.
So it has to.
It comes off the bumper now.
Yeah. So how the tire carriers use it, at least a decent tire carrier on the Jeep works, is the tire carrier mounts to the bumper, and that's all supported by the frame.
Yeah.
And then that tire carrier will hook to your tailgate, so that you don't have to open the tire carrier and then open the tailgate. You just open the tailgate, and everything comes with it.
That's nice.
You can do it separately if you need to for whatever reason, but most of the times, 9 times out of 10, you just need in the back of the truck, so you just pull it. And you move the whole tire carrier away and you're good to go. So
it's a tidy setup.
It is really extremely well. I don't think I have an AEV part on this truck that I'm not pleased with. I could say differently for Front Runner, but for AEV, pretty pleased with everything they make.
Okay.
They do a really good job, and usually they keep a nice style to where it looks almost OEM.
Have they got a UK base or they distribute?
Buzz Racing down in near London. He's their guy here in the UK. Does a really good job too as far as labor and customer service and such goes.
So we'll link that up too.
Yeah, definitely. If you have a Jeep in the UK, highly recommend giving Alex down at Buzz a talk. He's very knowledgeable and knows what the hell he's doing. So.
Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that we didn't talk about last time?
Covered the CB. We covered the nav setup on the inside last time.
Yes, we did.
Got the new awning.
Snorkel.
New tires.
Oh, did you have rock sliders before?
I did. Yeah, those are the stock ones.
Yeah.
They'll be replaced with the Poison Spider here soon. I still need to get a winch, but that costs a lot of money. And
they do cost a lot of money.
Now I really don't get stuck a lot. So
yeah.
And then I'm looking at either still talking to KC about a light bar to fit that gap. Right. Just kind of fill that in.
Just below the roof rack.
Yeah, just that little gap. It kind of looks a bit off for me, and it'd be nice to have it. And one, it'd be just nice to have a set of lights. And then I wanted to do the ARB intensities here.
I would like some of those.
But again, all that costs lots of money.
A lot of money, but
once the interior's done, and I've got the fridge loaded and everything like that, next on the list is definitely probably lights and then solar.
Yes.
I want to run solar.
Yeah, you mentioned you wanted a couple of solar panels up top.
Yeah, looking at maybe 200-watt solar panels and then running that all in. That way, because I'll have the fridge in, that'll constantly drain and be good to have constant power coming in.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, thanks Tom for showing us around your Jeep again.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime.
It's been really good, and I look
Thanks
forward to some laning this afternoon.
Thanks for coming up to the Tents and Tread thing we're doing now.
Yes, we've got to mention that. That's Tents and Tread.
Oh yeah.
It's the first meet.
Number one. So we did a lot of the shows throughout the summer-ish, starting to into fall, the Land Rover show and the Overland show here, and at least me and a couple other friends thought that it had a little bit of soul missing kind of thing. Like all these people build up their rigs so that they can go out and they can enjoy nature and see everything, and then you go to these shows and they're at a stadium and it's kind of like walking through a strip mall almost. Like we always went to the shows so that we could catch up with our friends, not really so that we could buy gear that we already have either seen on a friend's rig or could just straight up buy online, usually from the people that are there at the show. I like that the shops are there, and maybe eventually one day Tents and Tread will have kind of like dealers and distributors come in and say like, hey, they can set up their stuff and show off their new equipment, almost like a SEMA kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the main point was like, hey, let's do like a Cars and Coffee, but for overland and 4x4 guys, where we can come out here and actually be in nature, what we all enjoy, and go laning afterwards and have a few beers by the fire and maybe try some new accents.
It's been a success. We really enjoyed it. So
we had about 2 weeks time, and we had snow forecast for the weekend and Halloween weekend. I think we pretty much piled in as much onto it as we could have, and still we had over 20 rigs show up. So
yeah, it's been a really good turnout.
Was a really good turnout. It's super good to see so many people kind of in the same vision, and so many young people too.
Quite refreshing. Yeah.
Someone else had pointed that out. Like a lot of the people that had showed up were kind of the younger crew, and not the normal like retireed Land Rover World Tour or someone in a Unimog. Those people are awesome, and I love to hear their stories. But it is also cool to see people like me who are
because we haven't really had that before.
Yeah, that community is not really strong or well known. So it was cool to see that there is that group of people out, that younger crew out, still doing this and living this lifestyle, and it's cool. It was good. It was good to meet everyone and good to touch base and see that everyone else is like, oh, we'd like to do this more often. We'd like to please do this again, kind of thing. Not a
I really do think it's going to be the beginning of something quite awesome.
Yeah, should be cool. So if you have a 4x4 and you want to come camp in the woods and drink some beers,
where can people find information on Tents and Tread?
We have an Instagram. It's Tents and Tread, and then Facebook is Tents, the plus symbol Tread, but it's always just pronounced Tents and Tread because Harvey's a hipster and he thought the plus sign would be pretty good for marketing, and we all kind of agreed, and we're like, yeah, that looks cool. So
yep. Good job.
I think the next one we're shooting for end of November. We're going to try and do the Lake District. So
I hope we can make that one too.
Yeah.
And if people want to find you, they can find you on Instagram.
Instagram? At Tom Tucker Travels on Instagram, and then Facebook would be Through These Eyes Photography, or just Thomas Tucker. Would be me sitting behind a Barrett. You can't miss me. It's a little bit of Japanese lettering behind me. I try to accept as many legitimate random Facebook account requests that I get as I can. So if you add me on there and you just have a question about the rig, or if you're building your own thing, or whatever you got, shoot me a DM on Instagram or add me on Facebook as a friend and just send me a message and say like, hey, I have some Jeep questions, and I can be happy to help out, kind of thing. So
but we'll put all the links in the description below so you can check that out there.
Appreciate it.
Good. Alright, off to some laning.
Yeah.
Let's go. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you enjoy these kind of videos.
And we guys are always on the road traveling, and just comment in the section below what sort of videos you liked and didn't like, so it always helps us to make some more, and thank you.
See you in the next one.
Yeah.
The audio is not plugged in.